Hey guys, it's Anne. Welcome back to my channel, and today I've got another Scrawlrbox video and I'm super excited to see what's in this one, as per usual I suppose. I've actually been really good this month because normally I can't contain my excitement and I end up watching other people's unboxings before I do my own unboxing, but this month I've been good and I haven't been doing that, so I'm actually extra excited about this one because I have no clue what's in here. And it's got like a bulge in the middle and then like it's squishy on the edges, so there's something thick in the middle here. And you know, without further ado, let's just get into it. Oh wow, oh I see paints. Wow. Okay, oh, wow. I'm so excited about this. What the heck? Oh, so you're supposed to use this card kind of as a palette knife, like one of these little bunnies that I just opened up the package with. So you can like distribute the paint using this if you don't have one of these, which is pretty handy and cool and kind of nifty. I like that idea. Not sure how practical it's gonna be. We're gonna try. I feel like it's gonna get a lot like really messy because you're like holding it like so close to the color, especially if you're like cutting out these tiny pieces. Like you're gonna get paint all over, man. We've got a super cute, really painterly sticker. We got the card of spoilers. We've got a tiny little canvas. We got a lollipop for the trade of the month. So we seem to have 3 of these paint tubes from Cobra, and it's water mixable oil color. I've actually never worked with oil paints, and I cannot contain my excitement to try these out. Wow. Okay, so we've got a ultramarine, a primary magenta, and a titanium white. I gotta tell you, I'm a little bit disappointed that they didn't include a primary yellow as well, because then we could have, you know, had so many more color options. So a little bummed about that, but incredibly excited about this medium. Then we've got a Derwent graphic pencil in 2B. We've also got a Scrawlrbox paintbrush. And the size 10, it's a flat tip brush. And it's so cute that it's Scrawlrbox branded. And I'm gonna try to get this back on. You know what, I'm just gonna, there we go. It doesn't have the plastic thingy anymore. Oh wow, this is pretty. So the print of the month is from Katie Jobling, and you can check all her social media out right here. That is so beautiful. Then we've got a piece of parchment paper. This feels like a baking sheet. Oh well, that's everything in the box. So the Scrawlr challenge for this month is abstract floral. Okay, so this is actually a piece of palette paper, so you're supposed to mix your colors on this. I've seen these like tear off kind of like paper pads where you're supposed to do palette, but I'm not sure how functional it's gonna be with just a one sheet, because I feel like it's gonna just be moving around a lot, but we'll see. So I think we're just gonna go in and experiment like straight on this. I got a bubble. Oh, there we go. So I'm gonna be clever and start with the white. It does seem to be like quite opaque. supposed to be water soluble, so just gonna add a little bit of water. And that's actually making it quite a lot smoother. I love the fact that they are water soluble because I've always wanted to try oil painting, but it seems like such a hassle with all the thinners and, you know, all the there's a lot of preparation and stuff that goes into it before you can even start painting, and I think that's what's always like put me off from trying it. This color is beautiful. Oh wow, I think maybe I added too much water, but wow. Oh wow, that's like when you add the water, can you see the hue shift? Like it gets so much brighter with the water, like both of the colors. It's really cool. Okay, so you can definitely get a whole variety of different purples from this. But again, especially with the floral theme, I'm definitely a little bummed that they didn't include a yellow as well, because like you could go crazy. You could literally make like any color if you just had the yellow. But yeah, I just realized that I'm gonna have to like make something on this as well, so I'm just gonna try to make like an even-ish base color that's not as patchy. I have no idea how long this is gonna take to dry, but I suppose we will find out. Okay guys, it's voiceover Anne here, and boy oh boy did I make a mess and a half. It had a lot of fun though, but I changed my mind like a bazillion times on how I wanted this project to go. So first off, my thought was that I'm gonna just like even out the background because I did the swatches straight on the canvas, which maybe wasn't the best idea. Then I wanted to create some texture, trying to use the card or the palette knife thing that they included, but I ended up using my paintbrush and I wasn't getting the texture that I imagined in my head. So I was imagining this really beautiful texture, and then I was gonna go in with a slightly different color and kind of use that texture to my advantage and kind of chisel out the shape of a flower. But it did not go as planned, and I decided to scrap the whole thing. I was still pretty set on using this kind of texture in the background though, so I thought that maybe if I go in with a slightly different shade, doing it a bit lighter and also incorporating a little bit more of the blue to create more of a lilac shade, maybe I would like it better, but no, I didn't. So I started over once again, thinking that maybe if I incorporate even more white, it's gonna look the way I want it to. I definitely like the background of this version a lot more than all of the other ones, but the thought here was to create this kind of layered flower effect where the background was slightly darker and then I had this lighter kind of center in the flower, and I hated it, so I scrapped it and I just started over again. At this point, the paint layer was so thick that I was struggling to do anything with it without everything just smudging all over and creating just this one blob of the same shade. So I thought that since this is a water-soluble paint, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my canvas off. So that's what I did. I rinsed it in the sink and it buckled a tiny bit, but other than that it's fine. So I'm quite happy I did that. I also decided to try out the 2B pencil that was included and somewhat sketch out a rough kind of draft of how I wanted the piece to look in the end. And I drew inspiration from this china that my grandma has actually. And it's in this beautiful white and blue pattern with these gorgeous florals. So I thought that that was gonna be perfect because this blue shade is like spot on. So I decided to just leave the magenta out of this piece completely. Well, it's shining through a little bit because, you know, it's on the canvas already. So you'll see in the lighter areas it's gonna have kind of a pinkish hue, but I don't mind that. So I started off by creating sort of a gradient going from dark at the top left corner and then going lighter and lighter towards the bottom right corner. I also went in and created some kind of swirls and textures because I wanted to play with the fact that the color, you can build it up and you can create these like almost 3D effects, which is really cool. And you'll see that more in the petals later as well, where I put down a quite thick layer, and that's probably gonna take weeks to dry, but that's fine. I'm just gonna set it somewhere where I don't accidentally touch it. So in the end, I had a blast with this. I got paint on my face and on my clothes and on my desk, but luckily it was easy to wipe off. I made such a mess. I don't know what I was doing, but there was paint everywhere, man. It's like oh goodness. So as you can see, when I'm doing the petals, I was doing this really thick layer, just trying to get this sharp edge between the darker blue and the white. I wanted like this crisp kind of transition, and I was skeptic throughout this whole process because I don't really do abstract and I've never done oils, and I'm just so far out of my comfort zone at this point, and I'm like, this isn't turning out. I'm like, I redid this so many times and I was not expecting to like the result, but I don't know, maybe it's something with oil paints and happy accidents. I actually kind of love this piece. I think that the little finishing touches at the end like did the whole thing, because it was a mess up until like the very last second. I decided to go in with some paint splatters. I went in with some lines and dots and just these random, I guess, abstract things, and I think that it just brought everything together in like the best way possible. And I don't mean to like toot my own horn, but I'm actually super excited with how this turned out, and I will definitely be exploring more oil painting in the future. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to say about this piece today. If you want your own Scrawlrbox subscription, I will have a link in the description box down below. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely day or night or evening or whatever it is as you're watching this. And I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching and happy painting. Bye!